congrats every time I'm through. Same packet of what he knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone got comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Check. 20. Check. 45 to Mike. Now watch one. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, orbit.
From the 39, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Danielle Hunter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Alert, 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 alert. Check Mike 45, check Mike.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down now, it's Green, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Ready? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, dog.
Jameis now on first down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
220. Mike, 45. I'm coming up to you. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Coming up, Jackson.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Hey, alert 33. Check.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it up.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready. Black 25.
Drop deep, drop deep. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. We got 4.
5-0.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you, punk.
Let's go now. Here we go.
From the 31, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the stick.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Set. 180.
I know he ain't got it.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Run.
Mayfield on play action. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done.
It got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets it down to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
I got one. Kill. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey,
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch the pass. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Green. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Hey, 133.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
From the 44, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Mayfield now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
They can't hang with us. Shit.
Up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and a yard, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come out here in the eye.
Come on, baby.
Alert!
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check, crunch, crunch. Follow. Check. Fresno.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston, he's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Slam.
Real. Regular. My touch.
Mayfield now. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
54. Come to my work. Wait. Come to my work. Shit.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. from the gun. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
50, Mike, 50. Yeah, let's go second. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All right, T, let's all right, T. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On third down, Winston. And this is caught by Watkins. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Screen, triple C.
It's our time. It's our time. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Right there.
On second and 11 now. Winston finding some room at midfield. And this is caught by Watkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready? Blue way.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Winston now from the 50. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 9-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Alert, flare, flare, flare.
Greystone, travel.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Run.
Throwing, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Watkins, the intended receiver. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Set, 180. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to regular.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
20.
Double time.
Hey, alert 33.
40. Check 3.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Real.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom indeed.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, up and good. And that will get him one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mayfield. Green brings it in. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Say. Kings. I got you.
Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Go, Mike 50. Hey, defense, let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today. Follow.
Mike 50.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
To throw is Winston. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up, making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Check 37. Check 37.
Tommy.
Jameis to throw it. Ebron's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
36. Check it out.
Here we go, even. Let's go.
Here's Gurley. And he's got Rome. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Throwing, Winston. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Turn it up. Kill.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert. Not.
First down, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On second down, it's Green. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Pistol.
Check 24. Check 24.
Blue draw quarters. Alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. 13 yards, first down, Packers. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On first down, it's Green. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 48-yard line.
Set, 180, up, left.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Real.
You got three down. Check the backer.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 25.
Hey, alert 3.
What's that?
45. Mike, 45.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, alert 33.
That's all right.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
You better be afraid of me.
Tight dog. Wide. Get wide.
Even.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready. Back 25 behind. Back. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip it.
50, Mike's 50.
I got him.
Mike 50. Watch the run.
Winston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check, check. Lucky. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Right there. 54. Right there. There we go. I got you. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Green, come with me. All day. Just like that. Mike 5-4. All day, baby. All day. Let's go.
Winston to throw. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now Winston. Open man is Anderson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Winston now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right there. 54 Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. 54. 90. Short. Mike 5-4. Check. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Forced out to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Jameis again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, 9-50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Kill.
They'll throw again. Winston. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the lane. Through. Check. Come on. Run back. Let me go.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward this season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Let's go.
Ready. Blue ready. Mike 50, Watch the run. Check 13. Hey, stop. Let's go. Check safety. Let's go.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one to the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready. Black 25. Watch the run. Check 26. Shoot.
Watch the twist.
Green, triple T.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Third and long for Winston. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Here's Cameron Johnston now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Point it right. King.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert!
Hey, check 24. Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Four down.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Regular.
Bang. Hey, watch it.
Hey, alert.
10.
Here's Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Real.
You got tight right there.
Done.
Check 43.
Mayfield down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Run.
Run. Check hot route.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Ready? Flag! Wait.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Minnesota.
And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT.
Keep playing hard.
So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get 1 in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.